go to the ivan.io, that means the database server there, to turn back on our server because okay, I think maybe yours is on because yesterday we just use it, so it may not turn off. So just to check if it's off, then we need to turn back on. Okay. So log in to the ivan website first. So now what you need to do is to just to power back on first.
我认识这个 brand， 这个是 brand 造的。还是看来的，假的，你们可能这个是这样的。就是先开完这个。
Okay, so once you log into the Ivan, okay, console here, make sure we go into the service that you created previously. Then afterward, okay, when the power on, click on these three circle here, click on power on service. Okay, so if yours one is here running, then you need power on. Okay, so now I power just now was powered off, so now I on it back. Okay, so now it's rebuilding. That's all is power on. Power on 但你这个你说 on 的 Okay. So just on it back first. Okay. While waiting for on, okay, we can go to the key drive. Okay. In this PC. Okay. So that means click on this File Explorer. Then on File Explorer, then under this PC here, select E drive public. Then we have this BGMC 4523. Okay, so click on this only, don't double click, then select extract all. Okay, so this is to extract this water process project that's been previously created. Okay, so extract this one. Why don't we extract inside here? Okay, so extract here. Extract and don't choose P drive. So browse it first to your document folder. Okay. So to your document folder, you create your own folder. So like here I created IE. So I double click this IE and then I put it here and select folder. So you in the C drive user student documents and IE. Okay, if you extract anything, you extract again to your own local hard disk folder. Okay. So you put in the document, and then for me I put it in IE lah. Okay, and then click extract. Okay, this is to extract the project in that folder. So after successful, you open up this IE folder for me. Then we can go to the water process and double click this. Okay, water process.app. This Aviva Edge project. Okay, open it. Okay, so it asks a question and click open. Okay. You want to open traffic light? Why do you open it? I opened it already. Close the light. Close.
我们做，让我们做哦。我们有人分析。
Text. Then this is the OPC UA server created inside this Aviva Edge. So we're going to link this together here, the text and the Aviva, the OPC UA server, and then we have this UA expert, the OPC UA client. Okay. So this will connect to this server here in order to view the data. Okay. So now we're going to do this part first to complete it. So to make sure that this is being set up for the OPC UA server, so we need to go to home. Okay. Make sure to go to the runtime task again. Click on this runtime task under home tab. Okay. Click on runtime task. Then select this OPC UA server. Okay. As you can see here is manual under the startup. So we need to change it to become automatic. So the same thing we have done previously. So select startup and then click here type automatic. Okay, and then click OK. Then this will change to manual to change to become automatic. Okay. Once this is changed to automatic, click OK. And to check some of the things, make sure you go to the global under this left side here, Project Explorer, the global tab, click on it, expand this project tag, double click on this datasheet view. Okay. So you can see this one, the storage tank level. This one make sure okay you change it to read only. Okay. You want to read the data, you cannot change it. Okay, so that you're changing the water level is very dangerous. So for as for the WAF 1, WAF 2, this one will be maintained as read and write. Okay. And then also the pump also read or write. Okay. So with this one change to read only, and then click on save. Okay. Okay. Then click save. Make sure to save the thing. Okay. So once you have saved it, then afterward click to the project here. Then afterward click on communication to check this setting. So you have this project setting under communication tab. Then under the OPC UA server, this part here, security, click on this. Then check this enable anonymous login and also the security policy as none. Okay. So this one I believe is checked already for this project. So when you create a new project at time, you need to make sure these are checked. See? And then click OK. And then click OK. Or once you are done with this, click on home and then click run. Okay, click on home and click run. Okay, or you click here. So you need to run this so that your Aviva Edge and the OPC UA server is running. Okay. So now this is your water monitoring system. When you click on the valve, you click the water pump open, then the storage tank level will increase. Okay. So this one? So I close this one. So now we have to do this setup already done. Now we want to connect this UA expert to this OPC UA server. Okay, so that we can view the thing of the text here. Okay, what is the text? The node ID of the pack. So we need to use the UA expert. So in the start menu, okay, the start menu we type UA, and then you will find this UA expert inside here. Okay, so click on this UA expert. Then you open this new OPC UA expert. Again, we'll create the new server here. Press on the plus sign, which is the add server, and then scroll into this add server windows here, the dialog windows. Under advanced, okay, make sure this endpoint is opc.tcp on localhost. 48010. Okay.
Commos 48010.
So the configuration name, okay, you can leave it at least. If you just delete this one also can. You just type local. After that you actually automatically add for you with the local host at the back. And then click OK. So click OK. Then you can see here this one server here, local. Then you click on the connect. So this plug like that, this is a connect button. Okay? Connect server. Then you pop out this certificate validation. Then you click on accept the server certificate temporarily for this session. And then click continue. Okay? Then afterward at the left side here you have your address space. Okay, come up, you have root object server studio. So here you can expand the studio, expand the text, expand the application. So you can see all these tag value, 4 of them. Then you can drag this application over to here. And then when they ask the question, you just click S. Okay, then this is the your the tag inside the OPC UA. So you can see the pump is true, is still on, while 1 is false, is closed, while 2 is closed. Then the storage tank level is 2.8. Okay? So this is the part where we are doing this here. Okay, this part here first. Ready? We already set up this thing.
Đâu mà? Hay gì á? Dạ vâng. Dạ vâng.什么牌子？你们猜了吗？那个 Dolphin 有啊，是那个。
Everybody is running, but Neximus under the runtime class there. Monitor. Okay. Then inside the table we have ID, then we have pump underscore off, wow, 1, wow, 2, then underscore hang, underscore level,
Oh shit.
then also update, underscore OTC.
哦，这个也是刚刚
什么？
Okay, so we're going to create a table called water monitor. Okay, MySQL database server. So we have this ID pump on, pump on, full tank level, and update PC. Okay, make sure that the underscore one. Okay, so now we need to go back to the MySQL workbench. So I go to the start menu, MySQL. So open the MySQL workbench now. For now, okay. Then log into your MySQL workbench. Okay, with the I1 for your version. So I double click this. Then when it asks for the password, so we need to go back to the page, the I1 page, and then under the password section here, copy the password. Okay, so under password here, we need to copy, go here and copy the password, copy to the clipboard. Then afterward, click on this password, okay, save, paste on this password.
你在笑我？这 My still has problem. It says could not connect the server back invalid argument.
I think it's not running, is it? Your Aviva is running? Aviva project is running. Not running, not sure error lah.
Oh. Okay.
Connect again lah. Property, right click property. OPC.earn extra line one more. One, two only.
Two only. Okay. Okay. So sorry. So I had the problem already.
And connect. Then you have to go to our Aviva A. Exit first. Go back here. Runtime task. This one not start. You don't need to click automatic. Start up automatic. Okay. Then click OK. Then run. Then go to the Aviva Expert. Connect. Check this. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. After this, we'll use SQL. Okay. Good. Now. Good. Hả? Cho vào đó. Biết à? 做完 stage 一的要配的他说了这是这个的哈对你看我不是哪一个I got so many password 我的 email 已经5个了有5个 email然后你的 traffic light by right 新的东西的
Okay, so once you have gone into the database over already, so now we expand this schema here at the side here under the text DB that you have created previously. So as you expand the table, you only have one traffic light. So now we want to create new table, okay, which is shown here. So we want to name it as water monitor. You have the ID, you have come on WAF 1, WAF 2, tank level and update OPC. So this is the thing that we want to create. So we just right click this table, click on create tables. Then under the table name, type in water monitor. Okay. Okay. Then click on this column, then column here, click on it. Then you have this ID water monitor. Just remove the as a backend, just leave with ID only. Then click aside. Then you will have this primary key and then NN, not now. So we check also this AI, okay, which is auto increment as well. Okay, check this one. So these three things must be checked for the ID column. Then after click on this below, again double click here, change the name to become palm_on. Okay, then whereas for the data type, click on it. Then we choose the boolean. Okay, find down, here there's a boolean, click on it, and then click one side, it becomes tiny integer. Okay, it becomes tiny integer. Then click on this here, double click again, edit this. So now we change it to become WAF 1.
骗我
again this one variable character, click on it, double click, then select boolean again. Okay, choose the boolean, click on here, and then click one side, so it become tiny integer. Okay. Then click on the WAF one. Then click on this below here. So again, we edit this one become WAF 2. And then click on this and then scroll down and choose the boolean again. Okay. And then click one side. So become tiny integer. Then again, click here. So type this one tank_level. Okay. Click one side, then double click this, go down, choose boolean here. Sorry, this one choose float. This one is a floating point number. Okay, click side. Okay, use floating point. Then click again one more here. Then this one is update_OPC. And then again click on this one, change it to boolean. Okay. So boolean and click one side. Okay, so it becomes tiny integer. So this is the table that we're going to create. Okay, so click apply. Okay. Then afterwards click apply. So this will run the SQL script and then create the table. And then click finish. Then as you can see on your left side here, the table, there's a water monitor. So you can just right click this, click on select rows limit 1000. Okay. Then you can see your this table is empty now. Okay, we say now, all this is empty. So we change this one become 0, 0, 0, okay, 0 and also 0. Okay. The first one ID just left it as it is. So this other one 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Then after we click on apply. After you have this paper, right click this table, select row limits, and you come out this. And all now here you type in 0, 0, 0. Then this one you will automatically add one more row below here with the now. Okay, just don't select below. Okay, then afterward click on apply. Okay, once you're done, click apply, then click apply, then finish. So you have successfully created the row of data all 0 first, okay, with the ID 1. Okay, can? So now we have created the table, okay, inside this MySQL database server already. So the next thing we're going to do is to connect rate, okay? We'll get this information from the OPC UA server to not rate first. Okay, so now we will go to the start menu, type node dot, okay, so you have this node.js command prompt here. So click on this node.js command prompt and then type in node-rate. Okay, so this will run the node rate in this node.js command prompt. Okay, so this will be your node rate server. Enter. So nearby if there's error inside, because this is okay, previously we have done all these things, so we need to remove the things inside this node rate. So now open a new tab, okay, a new window as the Edge tab or Google Chrome tab.
Jesus.
Then type in localhost 1880. Okay. Dash, not underscore, dash. Okay. So after that,
So you just create the 180.
180. The one is 480, one is different.
Different one.
The different form. Okay. Then in this tab here at the side, double click first, create a new flow, empty flow 1. Then delete this traffic light system tab. Okay. So we delete it by right click this one, then select delete. Okay. Just right click this, select delete. Then you delete everything. And then one more is this configuration box here. Click on it. Then select one of them, okay, highlighted in orange color. Then press Ctrl A to select everything. So you can see all selected, okay, highlighted in orange color. Then press delete. Okay, then press delete, you remove everything, and then we click deploy. So this will clear everything in the flow that we have. Okay, we have done yesterday one. Okay. Okay, now we're going to drag the inject, okay, from the left side here. So this one inject again, we drag in here on the left side. Then scroll down on the right. Okay, before we go, so again we drag debug in case we need it here. Check the debug. Then double click on this timestamp. This inject node that we have dragged in. So clear away this one. So remove this payload timestamp and remove the message topic. So we clear everything inside and click done. Okay, so it becomes only inject node. And for this debug here, we double click. Then the output here, change the message, click on this message, change to complete message object. So this will show everything that is go to this debug node. Okay, output to this debug node. And then click done. After that, in the left side, you scroll down, you find the OPC UA item. Okay, click drag it out here and put it here in front here. Okay, and then also drag the OPC UA client and drag it to here. So one is the item, one is the client. So drag here. Okay. Then for the OPC UA client, we double click this. So at the endpoint here, we need to change the endpoint to this again. Okay, so we need to add this to this one OPC.tcp okay, localhost. So select this, edit, then endpoint OPC.tcp /localhost 48010. Okay, then click on add and click done. So we have the client here. Then after for this OPC UA item, you just need to double click this to come up the setting. So whereas inside the property for the item, so this one, okay, we will need to go to the UA expert tab. So go to UA expert. Then at the side here, there's a pump. Select this pump. Okay. Then afterward, go at this attribute here on the right corner, top right corner here. So there's a node ID. This one you say ns equals to 2s equals to studio dot text. So select this, right click, and copy value. Okay, so this will copy the value here. Then afterward, we go to the node rate flow, and then under the item here we paste. Okay, Control V. Then make sure the type choose to become Boolean, okay, because this is just to see whether the pump is it on or off. So make sure to choose Boolean. Then the name, so this one we just put it as pump. Okay. And then once done, click on done. So you have this pump here. Now we make a copy, okay? Select this, okay? You can see it's in orange color, highlighted in orange color. Press Ctrl C, okay, you can say one node copy, then press Ctrl V. So this is imported one node delete, okay? So double click on this second node here, then change this pump become WAV1, okay, WAV1. Then the name here also below change to WAV1.
这样没错。了解。这样那个 pump 后面也要放 pump 吗？在 application 后面要放 pump 吗？这个的。是啊，你有放 pump 吗？没有 pump 吗？有啊，你放 pump 吗？
Okay, once you're done, you can click on done edit, and then you can proceed to copy for WAV2. So now I click done. Okay. So now I'm going to do for the WAV number 2. So again, select the WAV1, copy and paste. And edit this WAV1 become WAV2. Okay. 1 becomes 2, and then click done. Done. Then again, copy again, paste again, double click this one. Now, this one we are going to use the storage tank level. Okay. So this one, we name this as tank level. Okay. Then after for the item, we need to go back to the OPC UA there. So we go back to OPC UA, select storage tank level. Okay. Make sure you select storage tank level, and then we copy the node ID from here. So select the node ID, and right click, copy value. Then afterward, only go back to the node rate, and then paste the item. Okay. So this one I paste it with the node ID, and then we can see this with the dot storage tank level, and then click done. Okay. So you have 4 of them. So connect this one info to the pump, to the WAV1, to the WAV2, and then also to tank level. Then the OPC UA client, so drag the pump to this one, WAV1 to here, WAV2 to this one, and tank level to here. Okay. And also connect this one here to here. Okay. Then click deploy. Then click inject. Okay, so you can see the ladybug here. We have. I clear this message first. So I inject again. So I 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 data output from this OPC UA client. And so this is the same thing as we have done in traffic light system. Okay. Okay, so just now we have not changed this one to float. So the tank level, this one, okay, you just double click on this tank level, change it to float, okay? Change to float and then click done, okay? Then deploy again. So that you use the correct data type. Okay, so again we have 4 data coming out from here. So it will be very confusing if we just take, and then this time we have the Boolean type, 2 Boolean type, 3 Boolean type, and then 1 floating point. So we can mix all the data together. So we need to separate the data again. So we need to use a switch. Okay, at the left side there's a switch. Drag this switch up. Okay, put it here. Then double click this switch. So the property here, the message payload here, change to browse name. Okay, with the N in the capital in the middle here, the browse name all joined together, N is capital. And then add 3 more this one below here. Okay. So plus 1, 2, 3, and so you have 4 of the thing here. Okay, 4 output to create. So based on the browse name we have seen here, we have pump, we have WAP1, WAP2. Okay, so this one is the pump, then followed by WAP1, then WAP2. Then the last one is the tank level. Tank level. And then click done. Okay, click done. Huh? So connect your on top here the output to this switch here. Okay, so now we have this information. Here to here. So now we need to going to pass it to the MySQL database server. This one to here. So we need to send this information to this database server. So the next thing is we need to create a function. So from this function here, the node, drag out this function, put it here. Then double click this function. So inside this function, we'll type in. So message topic equals to update SDB dot water monitor set pump underscore on plus message dot payload plus space where ID equals to 1. Okay, then column. So this one the name, okay, we can name it as pump. Oh, this one forgot to put an equal. Need to put an equal at the back. So once you have this, then click on done. So again, copy this pump and then paste it below. Now we need to edit this pump to become WAV1. Okay, double click this pump, then change the pump to become WAV1. Okay, and this one the on also we change to WAV1. Okay, so WAV1, and then click done. So again, copy this WAV1 and then paste it below. Now change this on WAV1 become WAV2. So this one very simple. So the 1 become 2 only. Okay, 1 become 2. And then click done. And the last one is the tank level. So we copy this one WAV2, paste it here again, double click. So this one we change the name to become tank level. Okay. And this one set it as tank underscore level. Okay. And then click done. Okay, once you're done, click done. This tank level. Okay, so click done. Okay, now the switch here. So the first one, pump, so connect to the pump function. Second one is WAV1 to WAV1. This one is WAV2. And the last one to tank level to this tank level. So after that again, you need to find the, at the left side here, find the storage. Find this MySQL. Okay, drag this MySQL up here. Okay. Then connect this output to here, this one to here, this to here, and then also this to here. Okay. Then double click on this MySQL, and then select this database, add new MySQL database, click on this edit. Now we need to go back to the I1 page. Go to this I1 page here, copy this host, just copy, and then paste the host here, and the port number also. So copy, paste, and the port number here, so I copy, then paste the node rate, the port here, and afterward the username, copy, then paste the username, password also, copy the password, then paste the password, and then the database is testdb. And then click add. Okay? Click add. And click done. So once you're done with this, click on deploy. Okay? So your testdb will be connected to this. It will be connected from the testdb, and then the OPC client will be session active. So you can see in my project here, 2.8, okay, pump is on, WAV is off, WAV1 is off, WAV2 is off. So once I go to the MySQL bench here, all is actually 0. You can see all is 0. If I refresh it also. So now, I go to the node rate, click inject, then I refresh my bench, the data. So you can see how on become 1, tank level become 2.8. Okay?
这个也比较软哦，这边的东西一样比较软。
没有，要 check 的。
是 problem. My Note.
Send this here first.
My Note here won't connect the OPC UA client.
Your project, double click this one and see. obc.tcp spelling error localhost.
Sorry, sir.
This warning.
Listing here. Okay, the last one is from the database server. We want to control this OPC server. So we want to send this information down. Okay, read the information from the SQL database server, and then it go down to the OPC server. Okay. So for the load rate there, here we have to copy the object, paste it below, and then function, to drag a function out here, double click on this function, and the name here function, okay, we type in query the DB. Then message dot topic equals to select start from SDB dot motor monitor. Then where ID equals to 1. Okay.
Select start. 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 Festival start.
我的那个MySQL 还是不一起的。Yeah.
Okay, so from here, this one, we click on done. Then copy this test DB, this MySQL test DB copy, and then paste it below here, and then connect this to here, here. Okay. And then if you want, we can copy this debug, paste it below, and then connect this one here. Then we can click deploy. Okay. And then we can turn on this and then click inject. Okay, once we inject, so you can see this is the item that we return when we query the database. So if your ID, your pump is on, is 1, WAP 1 is 0, WAP 2 is 0, then tank level is 2.8, update OPC is 0. Okay, so this one is we get the information from this database server to this node right here. Okay, then afterwards we want to pass it to this OPC UA server here. But then, note that, okay, we have this OPC UA update. If it's 0, when it's 0, we do not want it to go down to the database server. So we need to stop this flow, okay, from proceeding. If the update OPC is 0, so it should not go to the OPC UA server from the node rate. So we need to stop it in the middle here. So we need to create a function. So drag the function again to here. Double click on this function. Then this function here, we change it to update, okay, OPC UA server. Special mark. Then this one we need to check out if flow.set double quote update OPC colon then message dot payload 0 dot update underscore OPC. Okay. So this is to set the variable for this update OPC. Then afterwards we check if flow dot get update OPC equals to 0. Then only we pass equals to 0 equals to 1. Then only we pass the thing through message. Okay.
这个是什么的？这个是什么的？应该不是啊，一种不是什么？
是放一个方向出来。
是啊，这个方向啊。是啊。
This we have limited time don't play around Okay, so once you are done this, click on done. Okay lah.
use card。
Okay, click on done.
什么星星的？
This one. Then connect the output from here to here. Okay. So if I connect this debug here to here, and then I click deploy. So since the update OPC is 0, so when I click inject, it will not pass through. Okay. So no message go out. So that means you do not want to update the OPC UA server. So in order to allow it to go through, so my workbench here, this one update OPC, I'm gonna change to 1. Then I click apply. Okay, so enter first, then I click apply, change it to 1, and click finish. Then I go to the node rate, and click inject, then the message will pass through. Okay, and the OPC, update OPC is 1. Okay, so this is what we want it to pass through. Then afterward, next is the function. We drag this function up. So now we need to split the data into 3 different data. Pump, WAF1 and WAF2. So double click on this function 1. Then here this one we will want to put it as a pump. Okay, for the pump. Then this one here we have the pump equals to message.payload 0.pump. Okay. Underscore on. So we put a 1 in front to remove the error. And after return, this one's curly braces, payload, and pump. Okay. Okay, click done. Once you type this var pump equals to message dot payload dot pump underscore 1, then return payload pump. Okay, then click done. Copy this pump again, paste it below, double click this pump, second one. Now change this pump to become var 1. Okay, then this one also the pump on, change to pump var 1. Then the var pump here also change to var 1. And the payload here also change to var 1. Okay. If you are done this one, you can just copy and then put the valve 2. Okay, valve 1, valve 2 near pump. Okay, that's 3 of them need. And then click on done here. So I copy again for valve number 2, paste here. So double click this one, then change the 1 become 2. Okay, 1 become 2, 1 become 2, and 1 become 2. Okay, then click done. Okay. So once you have these 3 lines, connect this one to here, update OPC output to here, and then this valve 2 also. Then once this is connected, now we go to the OPC UA part here. Select the pump, valve 1 and 2 only, until to valve 1 and 2, and pump, tank level you select, and then select the OPC UA client. Okay. And copy. So you can see it's selected in orange color. Just copy these 3 and then this one. So 4 of this node, copy and then paste it and then put it here. Then we just connect straight off pump to pump, valve 1 to valve 1, valve 2 to valve 2. Okay. After that, we need to edit this OPC UA client node here. So we need to change it from read mode become write mode. So now is to write it to the OPC UA server at the Aviva Edge there. Okay, so this will control the Aviva Edge setting. So here, after you have connect this, double click on this OPC UA client to set the setting. So under action here, change it to write. Okay, change it to write here. And then click done. Okay, so make sure you change from read to write and then click done. Okay. Then once you have done with this, then click on deploy. Okay, click on deploy. So now, okay, we want to. So in this thing here, we want to turn on the valve 1. Okay, so I go back to the database server, the MySQL. So under the valve 1, I change this value. Okay, and then I click apply also, then finish. Okay, so pump on is 1, valve 1 is 1. Then I click on the node rate to inject it. Okay, so I click inject here. So you see value is written. Then if I go back to my Aviva Edge, my pump 1 is on already. Okay, while my valve is 1 is on, so you control remotely. Okay. So to off the pump, for example, I go back to the database here. So I press the pump 0, pump on becomes 0. Then afterward, I click on apply, and then click apply, and then finish. Okay. Then I go back to the node rate and click inject. So from here, my pump will off already. Okay. So because you already updated the OPC UA server, come down. This one, okay. So initial, we set it as 1 MB. So now we need to change it to become 0. Okay, update to 0 so that it will not keep on going down here. So you must only go one time down and then stop. So what we need to do is to update the database with the function from here. So you drag our function and put it here, and then double click on this function. So we type in here, we set variable. Then here message.topic equals to update test db.water monitor set update underscore OPC equals to 0. Okay. Then where ID equals to 1. One more thing. Then also, flow.set update OTC 0. So one more thing, when there is an update coming down from the database server to this OPC UA server, this part we should stop first so that it won't go up to update the database. If not, it will be very confusing. Okay? Because the value here, you want to change this one, must be actually don't have the value from here going up there. So we need to stop here as well. Okay? So we will clear this one. Okay? We will clear this one after we go down. And also one more thing, when you update the thing, this one must be stopped from going up to the MySQL database server. So again, we need to also create another function. So first we join this one first, click done first. After you have this reset variable function, then stop here, drag to this function input, then the output of this reset variable go to this testdb.
Yes.
Okay. After that, drag out another function. Okay. From here to here. Then double click on this function. So this time here we put it on update db. Okay. Question mark. So if flow dot get update OPC equals to 0, then only we pass through then this message goes through it. Okay, so that means there's no update that time. The message will go to the database instead. Okay. Okay, done. So click done. Then this one you can put it, you can drag it over here, so you override and make it become like that, a connection in the middle. So once we have this in, then we can double click on this inject. Now we want to make it automate. So inject after like this one, put it at 0.5 seconds, then interval of 1 second. Okay. Interval of 1 second. And then click done. So this is the same as the previous one we have done. Okay. But now we put this one 0.51, click done. Then the second one, this one, double click on the middle one. This one, we check, inject once after 0.1 second. And then click on the interval here. So this one change to 0.3 second. Okay. Change it to 0.3 second. And then click done. Okay. Then click deploy. So now you automatically run the things. Okay. So for a while it may error, but after that it won't have error anymore. Okay. So now you keep on updating the the database server and the we also can remotely remotely you also control the OPC UA server. So from here, if I just turn on the pump and you can see the MySQL bench here, and I refresh, so the value will increase. Okay. And now if I want to off the pump, so I press this one pump 0, update OPC become 1, and click apply. Then you can see the thing automatically stop already. Okay? You automatically stop remotely. Okay? Okay? That's in the previous lab, so you know how to use that one today,
Yes.
Okay? Anything you refer back to the YouTube video I posted in the Google